Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Teri, and my channel is Holding Your Space. And today, Dr. Gail, Skywalking with Moon, is here. And actually, I'm there and she's here. So we are connected, interconnected, like the whole universe. So today we are talking about, we're not sure yet. We're talking about you guys and where you want to lead us. We're kind of opening that up. But this is all about galactics today. So, how are you, Dr. Gail?
I'm good. I'm reading what this is about hypnosis. Thank you, Patricia. Got my happy light on, taking my vitamins. Fall is just not my best season. Okay.
Oh, I think I remember that. Yeah. So, really important that we're taking good care of ourselves right now, you guys. Um, oh, interesting, Isabel. I'll go ahead and click on that. So, I am taking care of questions today while Dr. Gail is here getting, well, no, you're taking care of questions, aren't you?
Doing questions this time, as she said. We're so in habit of doing it on our own, so we're looking at everything. Yeah.
Right. Hi, son of what? How you doing? Hi, Akila. Isabel, hello. I'm just going to say hi to people then. Hypnicity, hello, beautiful. Tina Mack, what's cooking? Millie, hello, and blessings, my friend. Debbie, Three Shifting Veils. I love that picture. Amethyst Lapis Tarot.
What you know about that? Because I saw that name and I love that name.
Well, yeah, look at your background. Of course you do.
Look, what's her background? I
No,
haven't seen.
your background.
Oh, my back. Of course, yes, my background. Yes.
Yeah, I am too. I'm really drawn to both those stones. So that's an amazing name, Amethyst.
And it would to be a tarot reader too.
Yeah, definitely a tarot reader. Barbara, good morning. Patricia, hello, beautiful. We got you starred. Millie, I already said hi to Millie. Let's see who else is here. Anybody who's coming in that I haven't said hi to, hello. And Teresa, hey Teresa, how are you, honey? Let's see, and Isabel's here. Kathleen, hello. So good. Kathleen says, good morning, all star seeds, wanderers and healers and guides. Hello, Medical Mike and all observers. I love that. Love that, Kathleen.
Oh my gosh, she was Forest Dreams. That's a great name too.
That's a beautiful name, isn't it? Yeah. Good to see you, Forest Dreams. Hi, Em. How are you doing? So anybody that's coming in that we haven't talked to yet, hello. Kelly's here. Annie Bear. Hey, Annie Bear. How are you? Annie Bear is now helping with Meditation Tribe. A lot of you guys hear from the tribe. So we have morning meditations and community and healings. And we do that Monday through Friday. So Annie Bear's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I do Tuesday and Thursday. So come on by, anybody that hasn't been there yet. Patricia, Kelly. I think I'm repeating Patricia like 20 times. I'm really into your energy.
Did 20 times because she helps us so much.
Patricia's amazing. So is Annie. Lisa, everybody is. Let's see. Trista, hello. I love that name too. Mej, hello. Linda Thompson. Oh, I know this question. I can't wait to read on it. And Mary. Hi, Mary. How's it going? So, and Isabel. Anyway, Lauren's here. Yay. An OG from the tribe. Gina M. Good to see you, my friend. And CJ. Lots of tribes here. Barbara. So I want to make sure that we're taking care of everybody today, but really, if you guys have anything that you want to talk about in particular too, Dr. Gail has a new book that's out, and it's
just the ebook part, not the paperback yet. Hopefully next week.
Yeah. So this is going to be quite interesting, this new book. And we were just talking about this. So you've been working on that quite a bit. And Diana, oil painter, is doing the graphics again.
The illustrations, yes, she has graphics of it. Yeah. And the name of it is How I Met an Alien.
Yeah. This is going to be really interesting. Do you want to talk about that at all?
Well, this is about my my experiences when I was interplanetary liaison. And that interplanetary liaison is when I was going to different stars, different planets, and hearing people's complaints. And Earth. Earth was the one that complained the most. And then taking it back to the Galactic Federation. I would kind of just dump that information on the Galactic Federation and let them handle it. I don't know what they did with the information. All I did was show up, let me listen to you, sit down, talk to them. And sometimes I had to try their food, which I'm not very good at hiding if it's not tasty. But talking about the different beings on those planets and stars and what they look like. And Diana drew a lot of them, which are in the book, which they look like. And talk about when the first time, and also it goes back to the beginning for me, which a lot of people want to know how it all began. And this book does take it back to the very beginning when I did meet the first alien and that journey. So it includes all that. But yeah, now how I learned to, thanks for sure. How I learned to fly a spaceship was just about my missions and working with the aliens. Was more going to different planets and stars. I had actually had a promotion to do this. So,
wow, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
And Annie Bear just bought your second book.
Oh wow, Annie Bear, that was fast. Yes, it's on ebook right now. It's not in the physical form. I can't wait for the physical form because I've got Amazon set up. It is very challenging. Ready for that second book, and I can't change my computer until I get that book up because I'm so scared I'm going to mess up something.
Yeah. And we're all kind of having some technical difficulties, I feel like, right now because of all sorts of different things, right? But yeah, the energy coming in. And your previous book, How I Learned to Fly a Spaceship, that's how it ended, that you were going into that Galactic Council meeting.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, I had a promotion. Yeah.
And you weren't real crazy, if I remember right, with the person that was in charge of taking care of what's it called when everybody finds out about.
When it was going to be, well, this is when we were going to have the first reveal, the first. That I was not real crazy about who they chose when I was part of that. But it's changed since then. Whereas people on Earth are going to reveal themselves, who they are, and that's where I'm seeing it now. And then I just saw somebody who I was real interested in on Jeff Maher, who has revealed herself as being a Palladian, a walk-in Palladian. So disclosure, thank you, Teresa. And so when I went, that was a validation for me that's how it's going to happen, because she's coming forth and she's got a YouTube channel also saying she's a Palladian, and she was asking everybody to start coming forward and come out on YouTube and TikTok and all these different things. So that was very validating for me when I saw that last night, that here she is, and her YouTube channel is a whole lot larger than mine, but that she is, that she was asking for people to start stepping forward, and saying who you are.
Yeah. And, how often do people say that they admire the crap out of you? That's what Lisa's saying today.
Thanks, Lisa. A lot of people do say that, and a lot of people will go, "Aren't you scared about the information you're revealing?" I get both camps.
Yeah, and
I don't release all the information, everybody. There's so much more to it than what we release.
Yeah, and sometimes we talk about it, but I'm sure there's a lot of things that you haven't shared with me, just because we need like a year together. But
yes.
Yeah.
There's so much more to it, but I reveal what they're wanting me to reveal. I'm kind of a channel to their information. I'm not sure if channeling is the right word or mediumship. I'm not sure what it is that actually I'm doing, but if they talk directly through me or sit on my lap and whisper in my ear, I don't allow them coming into my body. I don't allow that kind of channeling.
Yeah, mine come in a real clear channel, and so that separation is, I can really feel it, like coming in from this angle. This angle is mediumship. This angle is galactics, and galactics have a lot with my ear too.
Well, also, there's a lot of people who do lump them all together as this energy coming in. And I don't ever correct that. But to me, it feels so much different. Like mediumship when it's your family, that feels so much different than when it comes to a galactic being or an angel or
Yeah.
to me, it just all feels so different. And I can tell the difference. And I know a lot of people can, but there are so many people who just label it as all energy. And I sit back and go, to me, it's not. I can feel the difference. And you two can feel the difference too, Teri. So I'm not real sure. Maybe somebody in the chat, they can say how they feel it, if they feel it differently, or if it all comes into them as just one level of energy and they can't, and they are not discerning which level it is. I don't need, both of them are correct. Don't let me say that one way is right or one way is wrong. But for me, it's so distinguishable that between somebody, a loved one coming in versus an angel versus an extraterrestrial, they're all different for me. Or an archangel. That's even different for me also.
Yeah. Yeah. You get a definite crown chakra too with that. So it is interesting how the different frequencies come in, but it makes perfect sense, right? It's a different telephone line.
Right.
No. Yeah.
That's a description, a different telephone line. Whereas I think other people, it's one telephone line. And
yeah.
They're getting the same information, but it's energy telephone line.
Yeah. So, well, and it's, I think after you've worked with a lot of different frequencies, then it's interesting how that comes in. And you do get better at or for me, I did get better at understanding which frequency is coming in from where and what they might be.
And also earth energy and elemental energy. They all feel, that feels different too.
That has such a tribal primal drumbeat for me when the inner earth people come in. Right. So yeah,
the inner earth and your loved ones, I think those are the easiest ones to connect to. For some reason, they're not as well. They're just easier.
Yeah, yeah. It's interesting, and because you speak so telepathically with all the beings, and I guess we all do, don't we? When we get,
in fact, I'm going to try to change, and that's the word I'm needing to use. That's what they've been telling me. It's not channeling. I am telepathically connecting with them. So I'm having to change my wording because I've been going, oh, I'm channeling this, I'm channeling that. And they're all of a sudden telling me, no, you're telepathically communicating. So this is going to be a hard word change for me to start going there. So, so what's this? What is Sean saying? Hey, Sean.
Dr. Gail, do you think you were chosen for your specific experiences for a reason? Or, wait a minute, let me pull it up. Thank you. For a reason or various reasons? I was just wondering about that.
Yeah, Sean, first off, let's say I don't truly know, but it all started coming in for me 5 years ago. And it's when we went in with COVID. And it's the first time I wasn't taking care of anybody. My background is I'm a nurse, I'm a chiropractor. I was taking care of my dad who had developed dementia, and all that had gone away. My dad had passed, and we went in with COVID. And it was the first time in my life I wasn't taking care of anybody. So I started thinking, okay, I'm going to try this meditation stuff. That's exactly the words I use, meditation stuff. And then all of a sudden, it was first I was always a medium in denial. And so then it came to the forefront where I could, before I was smelling people, I knew when people were around and knew there was energy in the room, but everybody told me I was crazy, the whole routine that we all go through. But when I started meditating and an angel approached me, there was no denying of what was happening. And then it came to my dad was like a stepping stone or allowing me to start meeting extraterrestrials and being comfortable with it. And I do think I was a blank slate because I was not in the metaphysical world. I did not have any past history. I had not been studying it. And so I think I was a blank slate for them to bring in the information, because my information tends not to be read information. My information tends to be directly from them. So I think I have had a connection with them. I've done some regression therapy and have found out that I've been going up since I was about 3 months old to a spaceship. But anyway, it goes on and on and on. My journey has been on super drive from that day to when the angel presented me with a bracelet, and that was my awakening, to now is pretty much unbelievable. Even for me, looking at myself, I look at myself sometimes and go, you really have gone off the deep end on this stuff. I mean, gosh, 5 years ago, if I looked at somebody who had the story I have, I would have thought, well, even at that time, I thought for sure I had a brain tumor and I needed an MRI. That's what I kept saying.
Wow.
But anyway, that's my journey, Sean. Just in
Okay.
a quick nutshell.
So I want to break down a couple of things that you said. Smell.
First thing, okay, if to say first thing, I've always been able to know when somebody is around by their smell, like somebody I knew that's passed. Like when my mother passed, she smelled like, when she's around, she smelled like grapes or watermelon. And I would say to her, oh, mom's around, mom's here, even to my family. And they'll go, oh, yeah, what's wrong with her? It's crazy. And my uncle, when he passed, I could smell the cigarette smoke when he was around. So I've always had that. I even had like a wolf living under my bed as a child, remember all these things.
Wow.
But as I said, that's why I was a medium in denial.
Yeah. That's really interesting. Do the galactics, different species, smell differently to you?
Not now. They did at first, but
Yeah.
I haven't noticed it as much because I think whenever I have ascended more to a different level, at sometimes they really stunk. In fact, one of the spaceships, the second one, the Athena, and that's going to be in my second book. They have put something out that neutralizes everybody's smell. Because there's so many different species on that spaceship, so we can stand be around each other.
Well,
and we stink to a lot of.
yeah.
I mean, we really stink.
Yeah, I've heard of this one woman. It was a book that she wrote, and she was in I think Australia or New Zealand, and the Aborigines there had her just do mud baths, time and time again, to be able to get back to get all the toxins out of her skin. But isn't it a 3D thing too? So much of our sense of smell.
All right. Wow. Yeah. And also, my friend Meg, who helped me on this journey, she's the one I kept going to and she was telling me I was okay. And she'd been a friend for 15 years. I'd worked with her. So she knew me, and I would run to her going, this is what happened to me. And I have a brain tumor. I need an MRI. And she's going, you're okay. This is what's happening. And this is what you met. And anyway, she helped me so much on it. But even she has smell. I can remember one time she went to a garage with her car to be fixed, and an attachment. One of the mechanics who had passed away attached her, and she kept smelling gas for days and days and days afterwards, for weeks. And she kept going, why am I smelling this? And I had to connect with her and ask him to leave and to transition on. But it was so funny when she's coming. It was like it changed. Like I was going to her. Now she's coming to me. Going, well, what is this? So, but yeah, that was real funny that day that happened to her. That something attached, and all because she could do was smell gas.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And can you also smell when people are sick? Do they have a different smell?
No, but
because I know dogs can.
In the hospital, you can.
Yeah.
I don't know that I experience that much. Maybe it's because I'm not exposed to it here, like you are when you're in the hospital. But yeah, you can smell the different things on what diseases or whatever people are going through, especially cancer. That's definitely something you can smell.
Yeah.
Kidney disease, you can smell that.
Yeah. Yeah, that must be part of your being a healer. Then let's break down the bracelet.
Oh, the bracelet that the angel gave me?
Yeah,
Well, the bracelet was a wood bracelet, which almost looked like a child's bracelet, but it had markings all over it. And which I don't know exactly yet, even to this day, what those markings are, almost like Sanskrit sayings on it. What's
yeah.
on it? I don't know to this day, but it scared me so much that I jumped off the couch because she kept pushing it towards me, like for me to take it. And I flew. I was meditating on my couch, and I flew off that couch. And that's the first day that well, it was a couple of days later, I went sheepishly going to Meg and going, "This is what happened. I really think I have a brain tumor and I'm hallucinating.
Oh,
I think I need an MRI." so
wow.
so anyway, that's it, that's how it was. And I don't really know what was said on that bracelet. I've been handed lots of things, like they a year later they gave me a crown that said it amplified my abilities to connect.
Yeah.
So I've had a crown. I've also been given a ring, an emerald green ring before. So I've received a lot of different things, energetically received these things like that.
And you probably didn't ask for them, but I just want to make a point to everybody here that you can request gifts and just hold your hand out.
Yeah, no, I've never requested a gift. They've always just given them to me.
Yeah.
I've been giving like a cloak or cape also that had
Yeah.
all the jewels on it. All sorts of things they've given to me. Also, how many baths have I given? When I first moved to Mount Shasta, they took me and gave me a bath, and I'm and that's just cleaning me up. I'm going, am I that dirty? Yeah, but anyway, that seems to be part of it also, a lot of it.
Yeah. Well, this 3D stuff, right? It really gets to us.
Yeah.
No, I'm still getting everybody here. Um, okay. Interesting things
Wait,
that everybody's saying.
not knowing what to talk about, but only talking about me. But your journey has been totally different than mine. Mine has been so quick and so fast, and yours is so different.
Yeah.
Um,
And I got to say, mine wasn't solid. I mean, it was, I got into it quite young and started seeing things quite young and went through the school of metaphysics and everything. But then I went out and, tried to be normal and a
right,
muggle. But I kept coming back to um, studying with monks and Buddhism and going to Unity and following Deepak and all sorts of things. And then coming back home, really, at this age where it was kind of like, COVID was huge, the pandemic.
right,
I think that was instrumental with a lot of people here. For me, it was finding this group,
right.
YouTube.
Group too, yeah, because I started watching YouTube during that time also, and trying to figure out what was going on with me. I know for the first 2 years when all this was happening, I kept going, is there anybody out there like me who's doing these kind of things, who's having these experiences? And I just couldn't find anybody. Everybody I talked to,
Yeah.
thank goodness you didn't meet me at that time, Teri. I would go, who do you know that's like me? Who's going through these experiences? I need to find them. Who are they?
Well, I think that's why we start our channels too, isn't it? That we're talking a lot. And for me, I was studying a lot and talking a lot to people, and I was the noisiest one here in the group. And I could answer everybody's question, and I didn't do that to other readers, but I thought about it a lot. And sometimes if they invited me to, I would. But and then I knew, okay, I need to do my own thing because
Well, mine was the extraterrestrials were asking me to do it. I did everything, kicking and screaming,
yeah,
because first they wanted me to do uh, um, the writing a podcast, not a podcast, but whatever you're writing. And I was a terrible writer, so I had to go. I went, okay, I'll agree and go to YouTube and do that, and that's how I started. But no, mine was being. They were asking me to do it, asking me to go public, asking me to help others going through their own journeys. And if I put my story out there, others would show up. So I did not, no way did I want to do it. I went kicking and screaming.
Yeah. Yeah. Not me, man. I ran in there. It's like, I'm in, jumping. Yeah, I was teaching when I was in high school.
Yeah.
So I was already teaching metaphysics and had a 4-year degree in it. But it was fun. I mean, I went all in. So and then I came back out, and then I went back in, then blah 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 blah. And it's really interesting how that happens to us and how we go forward.
Right.
Yeah, and again and again, I hear that whatever we're doing it at the right time. And the timing's right for all of us when it is. So and it doesn't matter if you've been doing this for all your life or if you just started doing it last week. You're going to awaken the same as everybody else, and you'll have that information. So, Debbie, you didn't kick and scream, you ran. I love that.
Yeah. I think most people did. I don't know, even writing the book, how hesitant I was. I'm going, I'm not a writer. No, I'm not writing this. What are you? So I've always kicked and screamed and pushed back, and as I have said before, it's like they keep poking at me, like poke, poke, poke. You're going to do this, okay? Yeah, will you do this? Will you do? And finally, I give in to okay, leave me alone. I'll try it, kind of thing. So that's how they kind of gnaw at me till I finally do it.
So when you have regressions, have you done this in many lifetimes?
Yeah, this is my third planet to do this on.
Yeah.
I mean, doing the exact same thing that I'm doing now. And I travel with 2 other people, but I'm the only one that's in a physical form. The other 2 are light beings. And when we travel, the 3 of us travel together, we travel as light beings, not with a form, just a human form of light.
Yeah. So anybody that doesn't know what Dr. Gail's talking about, that's on different dimensions. You no longer have a physical form like we do here in 3D. And for me, your light body kind of looks like a hologram of crystalline energy that goes around your auric field.
Okay. Well, see, they show mine as looking like a human form, the 3 of us kind of, but we're just all light.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's interesting because when you say that all light, sometimes when we're in the physical form, it's hard to perceive that. Right. And so you'll find that they often wear robes if they come to you in a vision or something. That's what I see.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I wish you guys were there in high school because I was an outcast. I did have friends. I was an artist too. So that helped out. But yeah.
I always had friends too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's important. Get your sense of community. And it's what's so easy here. Everybody can talk about these things and feel kind of interconnected. And particularly, I think you're in the right place at the right time because this is the Great Awakening, and it's going to be the Great Reveal pretty soon too.
Okay, well, here you go, Hypnocy. When you watch movies like Avatar, you laugh and agree. This is how I was when all this started happening to me. I loved all these movies, Avatar, Star Wars, Star Trek, and I still do. The difference is I realize that they're just getting their information just like I have. And so it deflated me going, oh, they're so creative. Look at what they're doing, what they're putting out there, which they are creative. However, I think they're just getting information like I am because my stories that I'm telling and writing about, there's no way I would ever be able just to create or dream or think about these things or just out of the blue pull it out without this information being given to me. I just don't have that kind of creative mind to, and so that kind of deflated my thinking, putting these people on such a pedestal to be of their creative self when I'm finding, they're just getting information just like I am. Because the first spaceship I went on very much looked similar to the second series of Star Trek. Which one is that one? But anyway, it looked very similar to that. And that's when I really got deflated. I went, oh, they didn't create this. They were up here also. That's kind of how so it busted my bubble when I started realizing they were getting that information like I was.
Yeah, yeah, and the same thing with what is that animated one that South Park? South Park gets a lot of things right too, and a lot of things that are intuitively about things that actually happen
Right.
here. So it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's such a tie between creativity, artists, scientists, mathematicians.
And that's that busted my bubble along the whole spectrum of music and art and the
Uh,
discoveries of things and the creation, scientific discoveries and creations. And yeah, I just realized how trying to change the channel of the information, telepathically receive that information.
yeah, and if we don't do something with something, somebody else will.
That's right. If you don't, because they did ask me, they asked me if I would work with them, and I said yes. And if so, if you say no, they're just going to go to the next receptive person.
Yeah, yeah. It's once it's out there, it's you just have to grab it.
Right.
Brand out.
And of course, as I said, I was going kicking and screaming on practically everything about writing the book and starting the YouTube channel. I was surprised they didn't jump to another person who was more agreeable than me. I wonder
You've
why.
been doing it. It was your mission.
Yes.
You're the one.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
there's something to being here for a reason.
yeah, yeah. And in the Vedas we call that dharma, like your mission, what you're here to do.
Yeah, but when I was a one on one with one, and it was the Mantis Beam, when I was one on one with him, and he was asking me if I would work with them, and I said yes. So that was before the YouTube channel and writing the book. So I had already agreed to that kind of work, and so I guess I thought maybe they thought, okay, she's already agreed to it, so we're going to poke at her until she agrees to all this other stuff.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Um, oh, Merit says, I'm a single alien here from Sweden. Finn.
Wow.
Finnish. Yeah. Sorry.
Uh,
English is yummy, yummy. Yeah.
well, good for you. Thanks for revealing yourself. Yeah, this is a place to reveal who you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's some
Um,
extraterrestrials walking here on this earth, and they will start revealing who they are. Hybrids, we have all the walk-ins who've come in. We have all sorts of different types that are here on Earth that will be revealing themselves, and that's how our disclosure is going to be now. Is these people are going to be just disclosing who they are.
yeah. And it's interesting. Like for me, I remember seeing them since I was in the cradle,
Right.
just coming in. But also, then I remember seeing them when I was going out and about, when I was a teenager and grade school and stuff, that I knew people didn't belong in that body or their eyes looked different. And I'd look at them and they'd start laughing like, oh, she sees us. But you might, when you start getting more involved in this, and a lot of you are, um, you're going to recognize that you've seen them all along too, and you felt something different, perhaps.
Well, yeah, and also anybody who's here and who's not running and screaming and going, these crazy women are up here talking about this stuff. You have some kind of connection with them, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, interesting.
All right,
Okay,
ready to start some questions?
yeah, let's go for it.
Well, we have so many of them. I've
Yeah,
started. And everybody, we're going to do our best to manage the questions. We won't get to all of you, and I do apologize, but we will get to as many questions as we can. So, Kathleen Garrison's first. I'm wondering if the ones on the ships hear me when I see them fly over. Oh, yes. Yes, definitely, Kathleen. They hear you. They're telepathic. You might not be able to hear them. Of course, they'll be putting information in your mind. And I'm not even, I just know they are hearing you. And they might be there because they have heard you. Go ahead, Teri.
yeah. They're showing me flags, Kathleen. Like either you're sending them flags or they're sending you flags.
She's sending them flags.
Yeah, almost like a yachting flag or something, but it's Yeah, they get it, and each one, you want the yachting flags, each one you put together in a different sequence, and it makes a different message. So that's what they're showing me.
Yeah. I think she had several comments. She's at work, so she will hear it later.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Patricia. Hello, Dr. Gail, Teri, and Galactic Tribe. Please place your questions in all caps, and it may be only about today's topic, like it was. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you always for looking after us
Yeah.
and taking care of our details, which neither Teri or I are very good at.
Yeah.
As details. So thank you so much. Okay. Tina. Hi, Dr. Gail and Teri. In a color guided meditation, silver color set me into light language and toning. Was this a being, and are they working with me? Thank you all for what you do. Okay. Go ahead, Teri.
So immediately they come in, Tina, and say that it's a frequency. So I feel like it's a collective that's
It's a
coming.
collective. Yeah, I agree. It's a collective.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you want to, what do you want to say about that collective?
Well, I have been seeing these beings, which are their Palladians from, I've told you about that from Tajeta, that are showing
Yes.
up so much more lately. And I'm getting, this is a huge yes, Tina, and this is the collective that you are around you. And this is big yes, that
Yeah.
it is the Palladians from Tajeta. And I think they have one planet, I think it's Era. I'm not real sure about that they're from, but that's who this collective is that's around you.
Yeah. It's a very high frequency, Tina. And as they come in, they're recognizing your high heart and your throat chakra. So maybe you're talking to them, or they're talking to you, or also connecting in your high heart and your divinity. So you might be, a good friend in blood.
Or do you think she's connected to them? Do you think that's her family? Let me see if that's her family. No, it's not her family.
You don't think so?
I'm not getting no. It's just a group that she's connected with. Is TY Tina TY something something something? Let me look at this up. I'm not real sure how you spell that, and I don't even know, and I'm not even sure how you pronounce that. So I know that for some reason they've been coming in that specific group. Let's see, Ty. I'm not sure. Who are the Tajet? Okay, it's TAYGETA, and I'm looking Googling it, and it goes. The message is, "Who are the Tajetans?" So that's amazing. I'm gonna have to look at that. Whatever this is, a galactic message, and it's an episode. So who I haven't seen that, but anyway, that seems to be who it is. Tina.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, Tina.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot lately, it seems like.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see who's next. So I guess hypnicity. Can I please get a message to help me keep my light shining? It's been a very hard week and I'm on an emotional puddle.
Oh, honey.
Go ahead, Teri.
Yeah, you're right where you're supposed to be, Hypnicity. This is happening to so many right now, that this high frequency is coming in, and we're getting rid of more 3D stuff. So shadows are coming up, old stuff that we've already worked on, and we're learning more from it. I just want you to know that your shadows and your light inside your auric field or inside your body, this is nothing that you're ever judged on. And for some reason in this density, we really judge ourselves and we really guilt ourselves if we've been working really hard on our emotions and our spirituality, that, I'm not worthy of having that kind of shame or that kind of trouble or whatever. So you're right where you're supposed to be. You're just ascending. So you are loved as much for your shadows as for your light.
Yeah. And also, what I'm hearing is there's an extraterrestrial that's standing right next to you that the reason that they've come in closer, and that's making your emotional basket case is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Because their energy, they're able to get closer to your hypnicity, and this is how it's showing it. Like me, it shows up nausea, and also my emotions will go all over the place. But that's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I feel George today. Oh, there you go. Yes, that's what it is. I'm assuming George is that extraterrestrial, and yes, they've come in closer to you, and it's causing your emotions. It's almost like they get a little closer, and as soon as you get used to that energy, then they can come in a closer again, or take like a step closer to you. But that's what it is.
yeah, and she might be also talking about. So we have a crystal shaman that we work with, who's walked on out of his body about a year and a half ago, Reverend Saul George, and he comes in a lot for us. So that might be who you're thinking of.
Could be his energy. Could be it's somebody's energy that's closer, but I'm thinking it's an extraterrestrial.
Oh, he worked with the extraterrestrials, so
Okay.
he'd be there.
There
He'd
you go.
be there doing that. He always said we all have a big ship over our big cities and sacred grounds. Yeah, so definitely.
All right. Let's see who's next. Amethyst Lapis Tarot. I think I'm supposed to begin working with people from my Orion life. Is it water energy? What is the goal? How do they want me to work with them? Thank you for your response. Okay, well, I'm not sure we can quite dive into all of that, Amethyst Lapis Tarot, but let's take up the part. I think I'm supposed to begin working with the people from my Orion life. And I'm going to go, yes, I think that's a definite. Let me see, check on. Oh gosh, it's not your Orion life that you're supposed to. No, this is not quite. I'm getting a no on the Orion life, but I'm getting a yes on your Sirius B life as a water being. That's what it is. So, so Sirius B, which is Sirius Sirius B, tends to be a water planet, and that's what you're to connect to. Dolphin, mermaid, whale energy, all those cetaceans, all that is who you're to connect with.
Yeah, definitely. And there's kind of with that amethyst, there's like a real joy and wonder that pops in with that water life and the dolphins and everything, and a lightness of being is what they call it.
Well, they're showing me about the extraterrestrials here on Earth that she's needing to connect with, because there are some of the dolphins and whales and everything are actually extraterrestrials that have taken on those bodies.
Yeah, and it's that energy that the extraterrestrials have too, the joy and the wonder, to kind of, they want you to connect with that and bring that. So it's interesting that sometimes people get really involved in this, and they get into conflict because they think, oh, well, there have been so many wars and things like that, but they want you to show the joy part of it, the love part of it, the wonder. So,
yeah, they're showing me her as a dolphin.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. I'm seeing her really having
the ability now to dive into that, to take on that dolphin body and go swimming with them. I think that you're going to develop that ability, or if you haven't. Oh, okay. See, she's saying,
oh, sorry. We're both
we're doing it at the same time. Oh gosh, we
did it again.
We're both hitting the button at the same time, everybody. What's going on? I say I've had a life on Sirius B. Love the water mammals. Surfing is dancing on the ocean. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
You're so welcome. And I think that's you have the ability to take on that energy and now go swimming with the dolphins. It's what they're showing me, is that you have that ability now to do that.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Amethyst Lapis Tarot is pretty impressive. Okay. All right. Let's see. Who else? What's next? You see a question you want to take on, Teri?
Annie had an interesting question. Let me see. Oh, I could go to the start and find it. sorry, guys. We've got a lot of questions here. If we don't get to you today, we're going to try to pick the ones that will really apply to everybody, or everybody can get something out of it. Let's see. Well, heck. There it is.
There are a lot of them.
Okay. Sterling says hybrids are not allowed to share that they are hybrids. Must be a different kind than when you're speaking of Dr. Gal.
Well, I am a hybrid. And I've been very out and open about it. I'm Arcturian hybrid. And the way I found out I was a hybrid was working on a spaceship. And when I had just started working on it, the captain told me that everybody worked on the spaceship was a hybrid. And everybody we worked on was a hybrid. Now I was the only human on that spaceship at that time. And when I walked away from him, I was going, oh, okay, yeah, that's okay. I'm okay working on the hybrids, and everybody on the spaceship's a hybrid. Okay. Then I went, wait a minute, I'm working on the spaceship. And it took me 2 weeks to absorb the fact that I was a hybrid. And I remember my mother, who had passed away, she came to me confirming the information and telling me how it happened and how they had gone with I had my mother and father, their DNA, but they had put in DNA from extraterrestrials. And at that time, I was doing a lot of work with the hybrids, and she was telling me that she had trouble getting pregnant. So she had made an agreement with them for them to do that. And that is a lot of how the hybrids happen, is women can't get pregnant here on Earth. And also the women can't get pregnant who are the extraterrestrials. So bringing the DNA and everybody together, both of them are allowed to, or not allowed to, are able to have children. So it's a great program. But I am a hybrid, and there are other ones out here on YouTube that are hybrids and also walk-ins. Like Sheila Seppi is all out there talking about being a walk-in. She's an extraterrestrial walk-in, and so I hate to disagree with Sterling on that, but. And Rose is saying she's a hybrid. So I've not ever been told not to admit to it. It took me a long time to admit to it. And you still won't tell me talking about it on every show. Oh, I'm a hybrid. No, I keep that close to me until I have to say something about it. But
yeah. And it's not, we were seeded, this planet was seeded by many, many, species. So, and it's for the interconnectedness of everybody, really, I believe, and also for the health.
Yeah, it's interconnected, but also it's when we're transitioning into being galactic beings. That transition is a lot easier when you have people who are hybrids who are already part of it, and also who are already extraterrestrials that are here that it'll help that transition, because everybody knows me. And when that's already happening, it's going to be easier to connect with me and talk to me, and I can discuss what's happening. So all of us who are out there and open about it, you're going to have people you're used to and comfortable with that you can talk to about.
Well, and Gail and I just did a show on the hybrids.
Yeah.
And we were going to make it a really easy entry to show.
We went to the top level. We'll get into it later.
Yeah. So it was pretty heavy duty, but we really looked at that and how people find out that they're hybrids, but also what might happen at a certain time that we're going to be able to see different things on these people, these hybrids, different colors of skin, perhaps, are going to be revealed, ears, all sorts of different things that we're going to be able to see that kind of in the 3D we don't.
Yeah, like Patricia's saying, she's a hybrid. Yes, definitely. Yeah. White Dragon's a hybrid.
Oh, yeah.
I would say most of us are hybrids that are here that are able to absorb this information.
Yeah, and particularly the kids that have been born now.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that's without a doubt. So, yeah. Okay, next.
Annie Bear.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And so I bet Sterling's coming from it from a different angle. I'm not sure what angle he's coming at that from, but I'm sure there's some merit to what he's saying.
Yeah, that's his perception, and we all have a different perception. And our perception is fine, just the way it is. So the way you perceive it is good for you, and then we find out different information, or we just perceive it that way, and it's different for us.
And whoever he's connected to might be that those hybrids won't reveal themselves. But yeah. Anyway, I think we beat that subject to death.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to find one. Okay, let's grab that. Pamela says, hello, Pam. Hello, I saw a yellow sky right as I woke a few days ago. I heard it was Sirius B. Any clarity, Dr. Gail and Teri?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Pamela said, was that yellow sky Sirius B? I'm getting a yes, but also I'm hearing there's more to it than that.
Yeah, it's also something about the yellow ray, the golden light coming in, and when that golden light comes in, it's a very high frequency. It's even though Saint Germain is the purple ray, it works with the golden ray as well, and that golden ray is all about abundance. So this is, and I always say this, you guys, everybody's saying, oh, this is going to be a time of scarcity, but it's going to be a time of great abundance that's coming in, a huge amount of abundance. We just have to learn how to work with this frequency. Anything you get, Gail?
Yeah, the abundance part is what I'm getting, what you said, that I'm thinking, Pamela, I'm thinking you've just agreed to work with them. And I believe there's abundance going to be coming in because of that agreement. Is that true, Pamela? Did you agree to work with them? I'm not real sure. That's what I'm seeing, that there's some abundance because of some agreement that you have. I'm just seeing that you've just basically have said yes. Too sure. I'm not sure what that means. Pamela, you have not agreed to it? Okay, let me see.
No.
Okay. I'm just getting that there's some kind of agreement. I'm getting a yes. Maybe it's an agreement that you did before you came here. Oh, that's
what she doesn't remember.
Yeah, that's the agreement. It's an agreement you made before you came here. So I am not sure what the golden light, it seems like to me, it seems like it's going to just be some kind of prosperity for you. And maybe it's going to be, you're going to start remembering. Let me see. Maybe that's what it is. She's going to start remembering. Maybe that's the prosperity. Yes, that's what it is. She's going to start remembering. Yeah.
It's beaming straight into your crown chakra.
Oh, sorry.
Hello. Oh, well, we're getting close to time anyway.
Yeah, that's my sister calling.
I love it.
I thought I silenced it.
Linda is asking about segment. We can do that on another show, Linda. If you want to bring it on Tuesday to meditation, I can talk about it. And yeah, she's not galactic. She's well, everybody's galactic, but yeah, she's a different thing than what we're doing today. Do you want to pick the next one?
Yeah, let me look here.
Okay.
I'm hoping my sister didn't call back.
If you're going to take it, go ahead. I can.
No, she's just calling to talk.
Oh, okay.
Just
family's family.
Yeah. She and I are close, so she's just chat.
I do like that picture too, Pamela. That's darling.
Okay.
That's Thanksgiving, or no, not Thanksgiving, Halloween.
Okay, let's see. What is Kelly saying? I was told to be cautious this Mercury retrograde. Any clarifying message about this? Do you have any clarifying message about? I say I'm not one of those that jumps into the Mercury retrogrades and things like that. I'm probably not the right person on that one. How about you, Teri? Because I don't look at that as anything that, I mean, I know what people say, but I'm not one that subscribes to that, basically. So,
Yeah.
go ahead.
It's interesting. So sometimes we look at that and we're told that,
Yeah.
and so we kind of feel it. And I can feel your solar plexus, Kelly. It's like I can feel some like in your gut that it doesn't feel good about it. But I'm just going to tell you that sometimes we will have challenges on this planet because there's so much going on. But if you walk in your light and you walk with that light body, like we were talking about earlier, and I call in 33 trillion angels every day. So I walk with all of them in my light body. And they show me that we are all the same size. You're the same size as Metatron in your light body. You can grow it that big. So you can get well beyond that. And if there's the thing, you guys, if you do feel a shadow coming up or something that's bothering you, really lean into it with curiosity, like, wow, that's interesting. I'm feeling a little upset by that. What is that about? And so that's another time for growth. I hope that made sense.
Yeah, it does. It was good. As I said, but I'm one that doesn't want to put my energy in that direction. I guess that's basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention or what. It's just that I know so many people who go, oh, Mercury retrograde, I'm going to feel bad, that kind of thing. And I'm one that's going, okay, just kind of plow on through. I don't really give into that energy.
Yeah. Didn't understand you've been talking to spirit and pulling in positive light energy. Yeah. And your shadows are okay too, because that yin yang, the darkness and the light, that's where we really learn a lot. So welcoming that and saying, okay, what do I have to learn from this? What does this feel like? That's very interesting. Is very different than saying, oh, yuck, I'm going to get this again, Mercury in retrograde. So that's how I perceive it, Kelly.
Right. There was an interesting question here, and I think it was Rose. Let me see if that was it. Remember, we did talk about this on our Arcturian, about the way the Arcturians procreate. Do you want to talk about that, Teri? Because we kind of discovered it while we were doing that 30-minute, because we were doing readings on it. So,
wasn't it a variety of different ways?
No, I think she's talking about, we were talking about, I'm assuming, I'm not sure, but when they were like kangaroos, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Marsupial.
Yeah.
Is what I was calling them, but it's not that they've got the pouch.
Right.
But you talk about it, because I can't, you're a scientist. I'm not.
Well, it's just that we were kind of discovering that, because I had heard, and I'm not sure how I had heard it, that they, and I use the term like kangaroos, because they generate a new body within themselves. And whenever it grows to the point where they can move their consciousness to that, then that's how they get a new body. Now they live to hundreds of years or thousands of years. I'm not sure exactly how long they live, because there's 3 different species that I know of there. But that's how they generate a new body. When their old body's wearing out, they generate a new one. And I used the example of like a kangaroo, but it's not a kangaroo. I don't know if it's inside of a uterus or how it's done, but that's how it's like pouches or wounds. I'm not real sure, but it's inside themselves that they generate this new being that their consciousness moves to when it develops and their old body's wearing out.
Yeah. Interesting.
So
really interesting.
But we were discovering this. We were reading on this. Go back and look at our video.
Is it the Arcturians?
About the Arcturians, yeah.
Yeah.
Just on that. And we were discovering that, reading on that. We were doing several readings to see if it was true, true or not on these things. And we're going into that. So go check that video out. I'm not sure I'll give you more information than that, but you can see how it was developing between the two of us.
Right.
Figuring it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Diana. She said Diana Oil Pinner says, oh, I just caught up on that show yesterday. It was great. Oh, thank you, dear.
Yeah.
Well, we are at the hour then.
Yes. All right. Yes.
Wow. All right, everybody. Well, thank you all for being here. I'm sorry if we didn't get everybody's questions, but we really appreciate y'all being here. And Dr. Gail, what do you have coming up?
Wednesday will be Teresa, who's in the chat, will be doing a show on, she's an extraterrestrial experiencer, and we will be discussing her experiences. So she'll be on Wednesday. And that's all I can remember right now. How about you, Teri? What's your next one?
Well, I was something special I'm working on with Kelly and Annie this weekend, so we're going to do that next, and then that's a recording, so that'll go out later. But and then I'll be on the Dream Show and Meditation Tribe. It's Monday through Friday next week. So anybody wants to meditate or just come by and chat, we do a lot of chatting.
Listen, I've got one show, and how many Teri just named? Yeah, Teri's got 5,000 shows, and I've got one. So, she's a very hardworking woman.
I just have fun. Yeah, it's just fun. Thanks, Amethyst Lapis Tarot. Great to have you here. Great to have everybody here. Thank you all so much. The channel link in the chat for holdingyourspace.com is my channel, and Dr. Gal's is Dr. Gail-Skywalking with Moon.
You can see it under our names right now.
Yeah. And so come there and come by and see us. And I think there's a lot of people here today. Thank you all for being here. And thank you, everybody with the channel as well. There's Rose, the Healing Rose, Annie Bear, Seven Feather, Standing in the Light. And there's so many people here. Diana Oil Painter, Debbie, Three Shifting Veils. I can't name everybody. So everybody, we really appreciate you being here. So we'll see y'all later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.